Another pathetic loss. Welcome to Eat Sleep Sixers. I am one of your hosts, 215 the Sports Guy. We have our co host here on tonight, Brother BG, and here we are again, Brother BG. Here we are again. How are you feeling after tonight's disgusting loss?
This team gotta get it together, man. These are the games we just flat out can't lose. Like, what? How do you lose this game to the Detroit Pistons? How do you come out and don't have the energy? And I want to say April, but it's March 31st. On March 31st, how do you not have it in the tank to beat a team like Detroit? I said a lot of things last episode, last post game. I apologize about every game from here on out has to be a playoff atmosphere. Like not just the crowd, the players have to look at these games as playoff games now. And we
Right,
played a non-playoff team, like not a team that's on the bubble of maybe making a playoff, but a team that's already thinking about who we drafted next year.
right,
And we
right.
couldn't get up for them. I get that sometimes you play down to your competition, but damn, man, this is embarrassing. Like seriously, like how, like who's looking at who's facing the locker room right now and cursing? It better be somebody in that locker room snapping right now, because this is unacceptable, man. Like straight up, this is unacceptable. This stinking bench we got is pathetic. I know we've
I,
been saying it all year, but
I
they
mean,
bad.
Jen even said it in the chat. The bench had 0 points at halftime. 0 points. I said it before and I'll say it again. It's hard to win basketball games when you're constantly going 5 on 8 every night and sometimes four, maybe 4.5, on 8. So it's just it's bothersome because we're here at the end of the season and we're still trying to find our identity as a team, and it's a little frustrating. You're losing in crunch time. What I mean by crunch time, we mentioned earlier, the standings are jumbled up. We could go either way. We could slide 2 spots from losing the game. So it's regardless, we're going to be in the playoffs, but you want to go in any sport in the playoffs playing good ball. You want to go in with good momentum. You know what I mean? You want to go in with hungry and wanting more. I don't see us with that desperation in our eyes. I don't see us with the confidence in our eyes as a team.
But, but
So,
no, but no, we traded one bench player. What are you talking about? We traded one person that was on our bench.
right,
Am I missing something?
right.
Did, did I not pay attention to the trade?
And let's keep it a bean as well. You know, Doc got out coached by Casey tonight. He got out coached. Them boys came out hungry,
Oh, okay. My
motivated.
bad. My bad, dog. I'm sorry. Keep going.
They came out hungry, motivated. It's just boggles. It's bothersome. So, you know, I'm looking for some type of major shuffle of the deck somewhere with the players, with the lineups, or maybe you could put this person with that person. You guys even suggesting throwing Mac, not throwing, putting Maxi to the bench as a 6 man and maybe putting Shake in there or something, maybe to try to get him jump started and also getting this bench some type of production. This bench is cheeks. It's cheeks. And it hasn't gotten any better, hasn't gotten any better. So, Teller, you got to get the coach narrative because in certain, games, you know, you put together a game plan that's supposed to destroy your opponent. This team is very small. This team is, we were playing tonight, is very inexperienced. You know, with some solid coaching, this would have been a no-brainer tonight. No doubt they played hard. Detroit played hard, but we didn't play smart ball tonight. We didn't play smart ball tonight. So I don't know. You know,
I got a question. I got a question for you. I hate to go. I hate to go back in time, but did the players not compete against Milwaukee? Because the players competed against Milwaukee because we were winning the entire game.
right,
Everybody can come to an agreement that we lost that game at the top of the fourth quarter
right.
when Glenn Rivers looked at the starters out there for Milwaukee and said, "Oh, Joe and James, get y'all rest now. You know what? Millsap and Shake got it. They got it covered. Like, come on, man. Like, let's just be real. Like, I get what you're saying. The players do have to compete, but it's obvious and glaring when they are competing and when we lose games because of coaching. It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious. I'm not saying we lost completely because of coaching tonight,
Oh hell no, players play.
but but just that statement alone saying the players must compete. We competed our asses off against Milwaukee. We competed our asses off against Milwaukee, and it was lost at the top of the fourth quarter. Point blank, period.
Yeah. Rebounding again was a problem tonight, and that's just straight hustle. That's straight hustle. You know, so we're two back in it.
Trash.
We're
Trash, Sam.
almost definitely
Trash.
we're two back.
Trash.
We're two back in the first spot. We're in the third slot right now, and you know we're not playing great basketball going into the playoffs. BG, out of your mind, you the coach today. Do you have any suggestions to jumpstart this team? What would you do right now if you were Doc going into next game?
I mean, you got to light a fire under this team. Obviously, we don't come out with any type of hunger, with any type of heart. Uh, we just go out there and play basketball. It just seems like throw a chair. Go in when you get in the locker room tonight. When he got in the locker room, he should have snapped on them.
Right,
And B should be in somebody's face right now. Harden
right.
should be in somebody's face right now. We need those. We need our leaders to step up and say this is unacceptable. And if it's and that's not happening, then I don't understand. If they went in the locker room and it's just, we let one slip away tonight, guys. We'll get back at it tomorrow, guys. And everybody get in the shower and press conferences just happen and everybody go to sleep smiling. No, it is March 31st. The playoffs have begun, even though the playoffs haven't begun. Every game got to be treated like a playoff game, dog.
I want
Everything.
to I want to point out some things looking at the stat sheet. Right, Donut Brother was alive and well tonight. Danny Green is back to his original form of a donut. Court Miles, 5 minutes tonight, donut. Okay. Jordan, 10 minutes tonight, 2 points, one rebound. Okay.
No,
15
one rebound in 10 minutes is wild
for a
when all
seven
you
footer.
supposed to do is rebound. That's
It's,
crazy.
it's bananas. Even more crazier, George Nang, 15 minutes, 3 points. Shake Milton, 19 minutes, 3 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Hold up. Even further, Matisse Thybulle, 32 minutes, 3 rebounds, 4 points, 4 assists. Not good enough. Not good enough. Tyrese Maxey,
Who?
13 points.
Oh,
I
I'm
know
not.
who,
I'm
because
no. I was talking about Bird comment. I'm not against scrutinizing their asses.
no,
They
not at
didn't do
all.
enough. Point blank.
Not at
Period.
all.
Harden
Art,
is this disappearing act that Harden has been giving us is getting on my nerves.
yeah, yeah.
It's getting on my nerves.
Him
Are you
passing,
saving it for the? Are you saving it for the playoffs? Is that what it is? Are
him
you?
pass,
Is that what
passing
it
up.
got to be? That because he don't give us nothing when it matters. One or two games every here and there. Cool. Ooh, look, he had 30 tonight. Cool. I just can't. I just don't get it, man. Because he had
Read
like
the
15. Then he had like 15 at halftime.
facts. Read the over and unders. I'd like to hear them tonight.
Man, I don't want to talk about no
I
damn
want to hear the over unders. BG, can you read the over and unders out?
Over unders was 17 and a half points for Maxey. Maxey had 13. And he had that 13 early. That's the
Yeah.
crazy part. Like when he got the 13, I'm like, oh yeah, this is cakewalk. Where did you go?
Disappearing that.
Where
Disappearing
did
that.
you go? Uh,
Disappearing that.
the bench scoring 29 and a half. Ha! That was a
I
joke.
went under on that, so I'm 2-0. Go ahead.
Is that what you wanted me to call it out for?
No, I want to hear the last one. BG,
Because
come
because
on.
because after I say them, I can give what your record is. If that's what you want,
No, but we're not going to be negative tonight. Just say the last one.
it's not negative. It's just a fact.
But it's negative. Say the last one,
I don't
BG.
even remember what the last one. What was the last one? I don't even remember.
Don't you got them written down right there on your notepad?
Oh, jeez, I didn't
You
want
being
to.
very spiteful. Mama wouldn't like this.
You forgot that I wasn't here for the over unders. So the third over under was us winning by 9.5. Did we lose by 9? We might have lost by 9.
Horrible game tonight.
We lost
man.
by 8.
Horrible
Oh my
game.
goodness, this is
Hor-
embarrassing. This is embarrassing. We
Yo.
call us. We said we said we supposed to have a. We said we was going for a championship this year.
I want people to think about this, and this could be a possible change. I know he averages 9 to 10 assists a game. I know he's a prolific ball handler. But people, I mean, not people, but Doc, I want him to experiment with taking Harden off the ball and, getting Tyrese Maxey off the ball. Let's start working Harden off the ball. You know, let's call his number and call some plays for him off the ball. Get Tyrese Maxey the ball again. Why? He runs the floor with much more pace. And, I feel like it will, spark his offense a little bit more with the ball in his hands. He's too damn passive when he doesn't have the ball. He's not moving hard without the ball. He's not moving in spots to get himself open. And that comes with experience. And I also call with the damn coach calling his number. But it comes with experience. I think you put Tyrese Maxey off the ball and let Harden feel his way without the ball, and see that because something has to change with what we're doing because it's not enough. It's not enough. And if you got to overcompensate for the lack of what you have on the bench, then you got to shake up that starting lineup a little bit, you know. No, well, Patrick, in a sense, I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean lose Harden like he wouldn't want to be here if he's not the point guard, if he doesn't have the ball in his hands? If that's the case, do we really want him here if he's not a team player? If we're suggesting something different, you know, uh, that's the only thing. It's my idea. It's the only thing I can think of to switch things up a little bit.
I don't want to switch anything up. You know why I don't
Go
want to switch anything up, Carl?
Wow.
Because there's 6 games left in the regular season. You 8, 9 people that get put on the floor, go out there and play like you get paid millions to play.
Right.
Go out there and play like we supposed to be out there. I'm not changing nothing about this team right now. This is who I'm rocking with. Point blank period. I don't want to change anything. Roll with what we got. Roll with how we've been playing. Just play better. Play with some urgency.
So
Like I don't get it. If this was October, this loss wouldn't mean that much to me. I probably came on here joking and laughing and everything. Like I can't believe we lost to Detroit. Losing this game March 31st is unacceptable. Point blank.
let me ask you a question. And this is straight personal question. No right or wrong answer. Do you think Danny Green is giving up? Do you think he's giving up? Because I just don't really see the effort a lot of nights. I don't see the
He's
effort.
Danny Green is a mid 30-year-old whose knees are 64 years
Shot,
old. It's not
shot.
that he gave up. He just is. He's not it.
Yeah,
He ain't it.
yeah,
He is what he is. To take words from some player that we don't talk about too often. He is what he is. I'm not looking for Danny Green to ever have a 15-point game. Ever.
yeah.
Ever. In no world am I looking for him to have 15 points, 5 for 5 from 3. Never. I'm not
Nah,
looking for that. I'm
I got
looking
excited
for
for
I'm looking
8
for
to 10
guys who get
points.
paid $30+ million to step up when it matters. Tobias Harris,
I
James
mean,
Harden.
that's another one who had an excellent beginning of the game, but kind of faded away towards the end of the game, Tobias Harris. I thought this was going to be another 20-point game for him. You know, Embiid, honestly, on most nights, Embiid seems like he's the only one. George hit it on the nose. He's the only one we're playing with a sense of urgency, and that has to change. That has to change if we want to get past the first round. Forget any other round.
I stopped even thinking about the second round. I'm already trying to figure out. Damn, I hope we get a easy
God
one in the
dang!
first.
I hope we get the Chicago Bulls or something like that. The way we've been playing, it's awful, man. It's awful.
Would you
So
say that's acceptable, Bird? Because I look at it and say it's sufficient, but where'd you go? We're still looking for you. Because at the end of the day, I would say, okay. I was just making sure. I'm like, that's just not enough when you make 33 million. Why do you only have 9 attempts? Like, I don't
and
get it.
and I don't know what happened to the pick and roll either with MB and Harden. I don't see it ran a whole lot, but once again, that's coaching. But also, as star players on this team, you take the initiative and call it your damn self. Call it your damn self. Uh,
You know what I think happened tonight with the pick and roll?
what?
I think that Embiid, this is the most, I hate to think that he was playing selfish tonight. I hate to think that it was about Joel Embiid tonight. But I honestly think he felt like I fell in the MVP standings. So I'm just going to be me tonight. It's all about me. I don't care about no pick and roll. Give me the ball so I can ISO and score. I felt like that's what he was doing.
It
We
seemed like
didn't,
he was on a
I don't think
mission.
yeah, it was like, oh, I just want to have a great game to get put back in the MVP conversation. I felt like that. I'm not saying that's what it was, but I'm
Nah,
just like, damn, and B is just out there just playing ball by himself.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
And
tell you
it's
what.
all, and you know what stands out the most to me, Carl? That
What?
makes me think that the most?
What?
That number 7 in the turnover category.
Yep.
When he plays like that, he always has high turnover games.
You're doing too
Always
much. You're trying to
doing the
do too
most.
much.
Doing the most.
For example, taking the ball off the rebound and running it full length of the court, multiple times when it's guards right there with you or somebody. But this is not a get on Joel Embiid, John, but it's facts. Great players play with their teammates, and this is one of those nights where Joel was trying to win the game himself. He's
I
done
agree.
it before.
I agree, Leno. I agree. I just felt like he played selfish tonight, man. And
Yeah.
like I said, those games where he has that above 5 turnover games, it's evident. It's like, bro, like you got a team. I get that the bench is trash, but you could just tell that he was about self tonight. And I hate when he play like that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would love for a Philadelphia 76er to win MVP. We haven't had one since 2001. Allen Iverson. I would love to see it, but I'd much rather see us win games against Detroit. I'd much rather see us get out of the second round of the playoffs, and I damn sure much rather us win our first championship since 1983.
I want you to give
Excuse my
me
language, but fuck that MVP.
I want you to give me your. Let's get off of this for a minute because both our tea kettles are steaming right now after this loss.
I'm
Uh,
calmer, but I feel like I'm calmer tonight than I was after the Milwaukee
oh,
loss.
most definitely
I was
Milwaukee
on.
because it was
I was on.
Milwaukee.
I was on one after that Milwaukee loss.
But you know what's stupid? We played Milwaukee way harder than we played this team tonight,
I
and
mean, it
this is
happens.
I get it.
People play down to
We
their
gotta stop
competition,
that
but
shit,
you can't
BG.
do that. You can't do that.
We gotta stop that, man. We're better than this team. Young boy got off on us tonight. Nobody was trying to check him. Nobody took Cunningham personal. We got to start taking performances like that personal. Knock somebody on their ass. You know. So I'm not
Are we
even.
are we soft?
Yeah, we're a soft team. You
Okay,
can bet your ass.
I was asking because I felt that way, but I was like, hold up, I wonder if Carl feels the same. Are we just a soft ass team?
We're soft. There's no tough guys on this team. Tough mentality as far as defense and
We
you
so
know
we so soft. We so soft. Danny Green smacked somebody in the face and didn't get a flagrant.
it's bananas.
Look, the refs know we soft. They know we soft. They say, you know what? He didn't mean that. He didn't mean it.
Yeah.
That's how soft we is. They didn't even give us a flagrant for smacking somebody in the face.
I said before, Doc should be throwing coolers and things like that. If he didn't throw no cooler after this game, After this game right here, bro, if some heads wasn't rolling in that locker room, if Daryl Morey himself didn't come down to that locker room to give some type of pep talk, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Bert, we
and,
are soft as cotton.
that's my biggest thing, man. If they went to the locker room and this was a regular, like an October loss to the Brooklyn Nets, where you be like, you know what, they were the better team tonight. I mean, we'll figure it out. I mean, we got time to figure it out. If this was one of those post game locker room speeches, then everybody got to go. Fuck it. If you don't take this loss personal,
Right.
like, yo, we got to get it together. The playoffs start in 2 weeks, Carl. Carl, the playoffs start in
Damn.
2 weeks, and we
Damn.
just lost to Detroit.
The way you say it like that, 2 weeks.
And we just lost to Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
This shit is unacceptable for real. For real.
Let's keep it a bean. When we got this trade, there was a lot of excitement in the city. James Harden's a big time name, but I said it the whole time at looking at what we gave up, plus looking what we have. This is at least a 2-year program that we're running right now. We should be spending next year in the off season getting more tools on this team. I do not think Tobias Harris is a great fit with what's going on right now with the team. What you should do is unload Tobias Harris however you can, unload him, and gather multiple players who can help out and be role players. A shooter, a 3 and D type of guy, maybe a backup center, a legit one. We don't have these things. We don't even really have a legit backup point guard. So there's some blatant pieces out here. I know we Philly and we want to win. We
Hey,
need to beat
hey,
everybody
hey,
ass.
hey. I'm not gonna let you do this. You are not gonna talk about our holes and not bring up the small forward position. Even if it's quickly, just say
Absolutely.
something. Just say anything.
I said 3 and D guy.
Oh,
We
you
need a
did. You
three
did.
and
You
D.
did. You did say
We
three.
need we need
I
to
apologize.
listen. And I'm not saying this person because I know his name is like stained in Philly right now for what he said on social media. But we need a Robert Covington-esque player. We need that guy. That guy is needed on this team. However we could get him, however we could find him, you need that. Nah,
Quick question. Quick question. With this on the screen, Carl. With this on the screen.
what? What?
I don't want to put this in the universe. I
I
really
just
don't.
need some cake to make me happy.
I
Go
really
ahead.
don't want to put this in the universe, and I want everybody in the chat to tell me your true opinion. Not don't talk off emotion. Just talk true facts. What you think? If we lose in the first round, does Doc Rivers return?
Absolutely. I
If we
think,
lose in the first round, he
yeah,
returns.
yeah. I think ownership is invested in Doc. I think they're
The
going to,
first round, Carl. I didn't say the
yes,
second.
I think they're going to carry. There's a reason why they gave him the contract they gave him. They're going to sit out his whole contract to see what this guy could do, regardless of what we may think.
The first
Doc,
round.
yes, Doc is very respected in the Sixers organization, and he's very respected in the NBA. They're not going to fire Doc after 2 seasons. It just won't happen. So, and especially, you can open your mouth, BJ, but especially with what's taking place this year, and it turned the team a direction that maybe they didn't foresee going. They were unprepared, and this is a 2-year program. I think the Sixers will give until after next year. They'll give Doc to after next year. If we don't totally improve from a second round kick out team by next year, Doc will be gone. But
The
until
first
then,
round. Listen to
yes,
what I say. If we
yes,
lose in the
yes,
first
yes,
round, you
yes,
think they bring
yes,
him back?
yes,
Because I was
yes.
going to double up on the question. I thought you was going to say no to the first round and then say yes to the second round.
Because
But you
regardless,
said yes, he'll be back if we lose in the first round.
you know why I say this? Because whether we have Doc here or we have goddamn Billy Cunningham here coaching the team, you know, you have pieces, blatant pieces on this team that is missing. And no coach is going to fix that. You need to fix that by adding those pieces and then give the coach an opportunity to see what he can do. And if not, boom, boom, boom.
Real quick, can I clear my name?
But we're not losing in the first round.
Pat, I swear I'm not saying that we are. I was just going to put two options out there. If we lost in the first, if we lost in the second, what would happen with Doc? I promise that that's not what my feeling is. I do still believe that if we get it together, we can still compete for a championship. But I just want to know what people feel. If we have another, if Doc has another one of them playoff runs where it's like I can't get it together. If he coaches the playoffs like he coached that Milwaukee game the other day, and if something was to happen and we lost, would he be back? That was just a question, Pat. I promise that. Look, I want us to win a championship, bro. I don't care who coaching us, but I do agree. I do feel as though, man, Doc might be.
Be out of here.
He might be, like I said. You can respect him all you want. You can respect anything about him, but like the facts are the facts. Like when you got here, we had a good team. We couldn't get past the Hawks. Everybody in the Sixers organization mainly pointed the finger at that guy. You know the guy I'm talking about? They pointed the finger a lot at him. Okay, cool. So you got off the hot seat. Joel Embiid kind of got off the hot seat because everybody put the blame on a specific person. This year, that specific person, although he caused turmoil in our front office in the locker room for the beginning of the season, we still were progressing as a team. And then we signed a quote-unquote superstar. Now you have the most talented player matched with Embiid since Embiid's been here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm saying is, with that, if he doesn't make it out of the first round, I can't.
Oh, he's definitely getting out the first, though. I'm not even.
I think so too.
Better get out the first.
I got. Listen, this is East Sleep Sixers. I gotta throw out different options. I'm just saying, what if? You gotta go off what if. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man.
Guys, we promise it will be a much happier show next time you see us. The Sixers absolutely have to win. Look at the top right hand screen. We are on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Snapchat. We believe in word of mouth advertisement. So, BG, what we need these people to do out here?
You gonna put me on the spot, Jose?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you right on the spot.
Hey, man, seriously, man. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We here for the people. As y'all can see, man, we interact with the fans all night. After a win, after a loss, we come here and give y'all content. I was on the highway today on pregame because that's how much I love being on
risking
the
his life out here.
So I'm just letting y'all know now, man. Don't forget to tell everybody, even if they're not a Sixers fan, just tell them, yo, if you want to just hear some people talk about basketball, come on the show. So please don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Hey, Jorge, I'm not going to do it because I don't
want to. No te dile ablesibo. Damn, I forgot the rest. Weapon!
Have a good night.
I'm pretty sure the first part I said was don't forget to tell a friend. Repeat that twice. Wepa.
Good night, guys.
Hey, we'll see y'all pregame. Who we got next real quick before we go?
I believe we have, excuse me.
I'm sorry. I usually have it up.
It's okay.
I usually have it up. That's my bad.
Give me a minute. We play the Hornets. We play the Hornets next. 12 p.m. NBC, April the 2nd. That means it will be an 11:30 show for us. Come chop it up with your boys. East Sleep Sixers.
Let's get rid of this 3-game losing streak. Please. Let's go Sixers. We'll see y'all next game.